are live. We are alive. 3 viewers. What the fuck? Okay. People are here. People have arrived. People have arrived. Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome back Homestuck Act 2 reading for first time with someone who has already read it and knows everything that I don't. Except if I showed you something, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I know what that is." All right, there's the center. I just need to move it over like 2 notches. Jeez, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Don't worry about it. I'm just dumb. It's fine. But it's nothing to worry about. It's fine. Okay, I need to fix an audio issue because I'm only hearing out of the left part for me anyway. So let me go ahead and go into settings, audio, channel 5 point. Program must be restarted. Well, fine then. Apply. Okay. Alright, let's see if that's any better. I'll have to wait a second to find out, I suppose. So, let's go ahead and check again. Still not fixed. Okay, great. I am a professional streamer and YouTuber. I know exactly what I'm doing. That's a lie. Don't believe any of that. All right. Oh, program must be restarted. Okay. So, real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the stream here for just a second while I fix these issues.
Get out of my chat. Nope.
Okay, so 1 second. Okay, real live. Okay, so manage. Just okay. Apologies. How do I stop the stream without actually stopping the stream? Guess we're just gonna have to find out, I guess. Stop streaming. Okay, be right back.
Sweet.
Hopefully, anyway. Okay. And that is, oh, that's the wrong screen. Hey, avert your eyes, 1 moment. Just stick with me.
Rip.
Okay, there, don't mind that, that's nothing. Don't worry. It's fine, we're fine, everything's fine, everything's cool, everything's fine. Okay, anyway, I hopefully figured it out. Let me just go ahead and double check to make sure. Everything's fine. Okay, anyway, yep, everything's working. Great, fantastic. Okay, that took way too long to figure out, but you know what? We're here now. We're in the present. And we are here to read some heckin' Homestuck.
Heckin' Homestuck.
Some Homestuck kick. Alright, so, we left off on page 510. We're about, what, 1/3 the way through Act 2?
2/3, I'd say, at this point.
How long?
2/3, probably.
2/3?
Like, hold on. The 750-ish.
That's 750, so, yeah, we're about, okay.
We're getting there.
Microphone. Chill out for a second, please. Okay.
Please, microphone.
Yeah. It's okay. Calm down. I fixed the issues. Everything's fine. So there's a bunch of links here.
Yeah, we already kind of went through them. They're basically just rows describing like what John was doing in the game.
They're all kind of just existing.
They
A
are
little
there.
smooth save there. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. That was just me hacking into the YouTube database to get some monetization for once.
I'm in.
Don't worry. Everything's cool. So, anyway, would you like to start us off with going into the next page?
Sure.
It is
Rose, construct loft in above John's room.
Please do.
Please do.
Ah, yes.
That's a chimney.
I love having 5 chimneys. 5 times the pollution.
How does that work? This freaking game's weird.
Alright.
Yeah. Forward arrow.
Forward. Oh, okay, that worked. I was like, forward. Oh, okay. And then just make. Apparently, we're making a gazebo. Works for me.
Alright.
Arrow.
Forward arrow again, I guess.
Oh, Pestalog. Who's talking? Just you, I guess.
Ladders seem to be a bit cheaper than stairs.
I mean,
Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
yeah, I mean, logic
You
would
literally-
dictate wood is cheaper than whatever stairs. I mean, there are
And
some
also,
stairs
she
made of
like
wood, but they'll
literally
take
just
more wood.
copied she literally just copied the railing of the balcony too.
Not gonna lie, that's clever. I like that.
It's smart.
It's smart. Fellow John, it appears we have reached. What? Who is this? Oh wait, no, it's he turned off caps lock.
Yeah,
And
he's being nice now.
He's trying to be all, what's the word? Kind and shit.
Gentleman, like, because remember he got
Gentleman-like.
that book of human etiquette,
The book of the etiquette. The book of etiquette.
which he ate the pages of.
Yes, it seems so. John seems to be having an existential crisis at the moment.
Yep.
Please hold. The opener dilemma remains unsettled. Fucking God. You're sounding like Rose, which annoys the shit out of me with all of the complex ass words you're saying. It is unfortunate, I guess. What are we talking about again? But it has been a pleasure nonetheless.
Jeez.
God. Thanks for the courtesy. It's
Oh, great.
not really necessary, but thanks anyway. Oh, but thank you. Fucking pompous bastards. Okay, thank you so much. Stop!
There's so much shit going on.
It's time to stop. Meanwhile, just John is about to explode. He's legitimately just about to just... No, not even explode, just implode. Just no longer exist.
Implode and then explode, because that's how it works.
Thank you so very much. Meanwhile, Rose is just...
Yep, she's
I shall take
not
my
a
leave
fan.
now. I shall take my leave now, John. Until next time. We'll meet again. Okay. Wait, where did all this sweet loot come from? And why is there suddenly a crumpled hat on your head? Don't worry about it. Gather grist, examine designics. Okay. Those were words. Feeling especially economical with your behavior suddenly, you scoop up all the grist in the room and turn your attention to the punch designics all in one fell swoop. The device features a countertop station design with a keyboard setup, not unlike an old-fashioned computer. There is a blinking red light and a diagram etched into the panel. Arrow. Okay, yeah, there's the visual for those of you who don't want to listen to my voice.
Rose answered Dave.
Oh yes, Dave, my favorite.
Dave?
Okay, wait, hold on. Why am I getting this stupid game for you? You're the one who should be wrist deep in puppet ass.
What is the specific problem?
The problem is I am up to my goddamn neck in fucking puppet dong. Side note, I'm worried. I'm very concerned for, TG.
Be fine. You good over there?
No, I was just reading like 2 sentences ahead, and I'm just like,
Oh.
do I? I know I said this ain't kid friendly, but even here, I'm just like, do I want to? Do I
We
want
can
to?
skip ahead if you want.
I feel like just skipping a few sentences. If you feel like reading into that, go ahead.
Go
I'm
ahead,
not
it's right
going
there.
to. So where does all of that end?
How about start at my line of, are you going to start rapping about this or something?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll just start from there. Are you going to start rapping about this?
What? No, listen.
Whoop, that's not right. Prong of flesh benefit of home, found solace twixt a cleft of foam.
No. Oh, Jesus. Stop it. Stop it.
And what have you done? Now she's rhyming.
No, Dave.
Of apocalypse. Of apocalypse, your thoughts eclipse. A painted pair of parted lips that dare through kiss to stir the air, that teases tufts of orange hair. And though faces flush and lovers fits, hands snug and plush and gloves befit.
Okay, Dickinson, if you can shut your perfumey trap for a half second. This is serious. I'm just saying, if I see one more soft, bulbous bottom being like kind of jutting out and impudent or whatever, I'm gonna fly off the handle. I'm gonna do some sort of acrobatic fucking pirouette off the handle and win like a medal or some shit.
Then let's hope there be a squishy derriere somewhere below the handle to break your fall.
That entire
Dear
conversation
Lord.
was just
Yeah, that
what the
entire
fuck?
conversation.
Like, there are lines that even I will draw, and
Yeah,
that was
no.
the lie.
That's one of the things I barely remember. And wow.
Observe back of the first visible captcha log card.
Please, let's go back to John.
You flip over the top card containing your pogo ride. Anytime you captcha log something, a new code appears on the back of the card. You've always wondered what the code is for. Damn, these things are hard to read, but then you've never really found any reason to decipher them. Until now, perhaps. Examine reverse side of hammer card in Stripe Specivis. Okay. Looks like cards from your Stripe deck have codes too. Enter captcha code as seen on back of pogo ride card. You enter the code into the keyboard. At least you think that's what the code is. The red light switches off, a green light begins blinking. I mean, green is probably better than red, so I'll assume that's a success. Insert card. Okay. Type in...
What have you...
Bye. Type in... Okay. In the interest of due diligence, you enter the other code and repeat the process with that card too. Both cards are now punched with different hole patterns. Attempt to retrieve pogo, not progo. Don't worry about it. Oh, well, that should just be a simple matter of... Uh-oh. It looks like it's trapped now. You don't see how you can access the item anymore, or store a new item there for that matter. These cards are pretty much useless now. The items they contain are toast. But maybe all is not lost. Recalling from your experience with the pre-punched card, you may be able to use the cards to replicate the items in question. Assuming you got the codes right, that is. Mash keys needlessly. Not quite through with your cowboy empiricism word just yet. You mash at the keyboard to generate a random code. You enter the design stops you after 8 characters, which appears to be the maximum length for a code. The green light goes on, signaling its readiness for a card. You figure you might as well turn the shaving cream, burn. My mouse is in the way of the B. You figure you might as well burn the shaving cream since the product is not exactly at a premium in your household. You also figure you might as well merge the two cans onto one card. You're a little sad that your dad isn't around for this. You have a feeling he would get a real kick out of the idea of duplicating more shaving cream. Yes, because he does not have enough shaving cream as is. He needs a fucking Krabby Patty vault full of shaving cream. You punch the card with the pattern that is in no way related to the code for the item it contains. This should make for an interesting experiment. Mad science is a lot of fun. Let me check the chat real quick. Nothing new? Okay, cool.
Nothing new.
Arrow. Unfortunately, you just burned another card in the process. Your deck is really dwindling now. Maybe you should have thought this through a little better. On the plus side, you just freed up your PDA, which is overflowing with the pent-up chatter of anxious pesterers. Hello.
Hello.
How's
What are
your...
you doing here?
Hey, hello there. Up. Go back. What was that? There's a shadow.
Oh. Doesn't look
Oh,
happy.
oh, I know what that is.
Oh.
Goodbye. Yay.
Goodbye, God.
This bitch empty.
Freaking Rose just beating the refrigerator through the window.
That's one way to take care of the what are they, imps?
Yeah.
Basically.
Oh, it's the bathtub, not the fridge.
Yeah, that's the bathtub. he's dead now. Oh, that's a lot of grist, or not grist. Freaking. Is it? I don't.
Yeah, grist is the correct term.
That's grist. Yeah. Okay. I don't care enough about all of these terms. I just want the story.
Yeah.
Answer your chums. Oh boy.
Who's first?
Puppets. Awesome. That's really all there is to say on the matter. He's changed his mood to rancorous.
He's mad. Yeah. John, I'm about to throw a bathtub through your wall. Watch out. Thanks, Rose.
Thanks, Pad Paracha. John, look out! The bathtub. Okay. Oh boy. Wow, that was so totally unnecessary.
I made a shortcut upstairs. I thought it would be a good idea to get up there and try the cards as soon as possible. Also, you weren't being terribly responsive.
You mean these stairs? Man, look at these shitty stairs. They're so narrow. I'm supposed to climb these?
Perfectly navigable. I'm saving on grist for now. If you keep slaying foes, collecting grist, and expanding the cash limit, we will be economical with our resources in the future.
Oh, so an RPG. Got it. So, why didn't you just build a way up through that hole into my dad's room?
Have you ever been in there?
No.
Exactly.
Huh?
I'd rather not get sidetracked. I'm more interested in further exploring the mechanics of the game than what sort of outlandish Harlequin decor your father keeps in his room.
Oh, come on. What's the big deal? I'll just climb up and go right through.
Will you?
Yeah, why not?
Are you saying you've never wondered what's in there? Or why it's been kept a secret from you?
Well, I mean, yeah.
And trust me, you won't be going right on through.
Wait, are you saying there's something, like, troubling in there?
Don't know.
What do you mean? What do you see in there?
I can't see in there.
Oh.
But I don't have a very good feeling about it.
Whatever. I think I can handle a few more stupid clown paintings. Side note, John is now just Lancer. It's just my Lancer voice now.
Yeah, no, I'm
fine
like
with this.
making Rose's voice a little weird too.
I'm fine with this. Lancer's fine.
Yeah. Rose, move punch cards to John's room. Okay.
Okay.
Now drag some Crooksite dowels up to John's room.
Sure. Okay.
Ah, we're making shit. All right.
Yay. I'm glad you're doing whatever you need to do. Collect grist. Examine safe. You swoop up the bountiful supply of grist generated by your co-player's recent exploits. From now on, it'll probably go without saying that you'll nab any grist lying around without making a big fuss over it. You check out the busted safe, which has made a noble sacrifice in battle. Some of your father's odds and ends have spilled out, including some old newspaper clippings and 2 rather hefty tomes. It's a fair bet that these books comprised at least half the weight of the safe. Also, if you hear noise in the background, that's just
Hi.
him, my
The
roommate.
roommate.
I was trying to figure out exactly what you are. It's like, what are you?
There's someone in the background.
Loser.
Also over here, same
No,
case.
I'm a loser.
Nope.
If I'm a loser, you can't be a loser. There can't be
That's
two
how that
losers.
works.
We're both not losers.
Well, which one is it? Are we both not losers or are we both losers?
Yes.
Both not.
Fine, then. Examine Family Tome of Humor. It's another copy of Colonel Sassacre's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical japery. This one looks really old, perhaps in original printing. Could it be the same one involved with your grandmother's unfortunate accident on that fateful day? Dad would never speak a word about it, but maybe Nana wouldn't be so tight-lipped. You give it a cursory perusal. It appears to be similar to your reprinting, listing all the japes and chicanery you have come to know and love. You catalog it, thinking you may give it a closer look later. Examine contents of safe. The fatherly gents
English is hard.
That is not a font choice that I would make on really anything, because that just looks like slaving. To my dumb eyes, it just looks like slaving for like 5 seconds. I don't know why. Shaving Almanac. The fatherly gents. And in order to properly pronounce fatherly, you need to pronounce it like an Irishman. Fatherly. Instead of fatherly. Oh wait, no. Still. You know what?
Ever.
I am a professional voice actor. You take a look at the other book. You're sure Dad thought this was
You got this.
What is this word? Homestuck is introducing me to words that I didn't even know existed.
Scintillating?
Scintillating? This is a scintillating.
I believe so.
Scintillating read. But it looks pretty boring to you. Maybe you'll crack into it someday when you're old enough to shave. Everything in this safe was obviously very important to your father. You wonder why he kept it locked away from you. Some things about him you will never understand. The common hornographer. Okay. It seems he has been collecting scraps in the news over the years. These articles go back decades. I want to know what a hornographer is. I look it up and all I get are Homestuck references. So I'm assuming it's probably something like that. Sure. Look at the piece of paper taped to the wall. Okay. Son, if you are reading this, it means you are now strong enough to lift the safe. You are now a man. As such, you are entitled to what is inside. I know you will take this responsibility seriously. I am so proud of you. Turn the card over. 24913. You guess this is the combination to the safe. This is completely useless. I mean, yeah. Why use numbers when you can use force?
Yep. Strength.
Sheer absolute brute force. In other words, just lifting it up with Rose. Rose just lifted it up and just dropped it on the imp and then just, right? That's what happened?
Yep.
Yeah, that was one of the many objects Rose dropped onto the imps. She also dropped a refrigerator and she threw a bathtub. And a piano. She dropped the piano. R.I.P. piano. Examine back of catalog card on floor. Ooh. Or you guess these are all zeros, or are they capital O's? Zeros would probably make more sense for an empty card, you think. Catalog the card.
Whoop.
Goodbye, I guess. Yeet.
Goodbye.
Enter code on back of card to sign it. Punch card. Pestalog.
Wait, John, before you... Oh, I was about to say, if you first took note of the code, then removed the card from the card, you could have punched a blank one. You would have only burned one card instead of two.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Damn it!
Dang it, John.
John, you had one job, and it was to not be John. Throw a hat down in disgust. Yee! Capture log, punch, capture log card. Okay. Sweet catch. Oh. Huh. Wait, oh, that's kind of important. Take PDA. The 2 cards to the decks. Inventory of dumbasses. Level up. Colonel Sassacre. Hello.
What?
Colonel,
Oh yeah,
Colonel Sassacre.
the
Level up.
last page, the book crushed an imp outside.
Oh,
You probably missed that.
probably. Oh. Goodbye.
Yep.
Yet another object that has killed one of the imps. Very heavy object, to say the least. Level up. Colonel Sasker, level up for slaying the imp. The Colonel soars to new heights with his etch ladder, reaching the rung one-man julep vacuum and pockets 9,550 bone dollars.
Damn.
Chump change for the genteel, aristocratic southern colonel. Bathtub, level up for slaying the imp. The bathtub. How is that thing still at one piece? Is my question.
Yes.
I won't question it. The bathtub surges heroically and surpasses the rung. Archimedes' aqua cradle. Proceeding directly to vaunted rung, Taft Jam. Andrew, why do you torture me like this? Andrew. The tub makes off with the cool 490 boon dollars. The tub's basin capacity remains unaffected. Safe, also level up. The safe was slain in battle. A great flaming nautical pyre carries it off to Vault Hall.
Next.
I don't know why. Out of everything in here, Vault Hall is the one that gets me.
All of those just random small word changes that make things so much better.
Make your way up those stairs, post haste. You're not sure, they look pretty precarious to you, but you've been assured the stairs are perfectly navigable. Lousy goddamn stairs.
Bro.
Oh, hello there.
Hi.
Ignore little cow. Oh.
Dave.
Oh shit. Ignore little cow and find the beta. You wander over to the place where your bro keeps his sweet turntable gear. Man, that setup is sweet. Ow. You feel pangs of jealousy whenever you walk by. Really cool jealousy though. Like the kind where instead of getting all worked up about it, you don't actually give a shit. One of your brother's rad and extremely expensive ninja swords is missing though. You know this drill all too well. Trouble's a brewing. Take expensive ninja sword. What sword? Exit your first room.
Go.
Smooth. You approach the exit. There's something on the door you haven't seen before. Looks like one of your bro's ironic comics he left for you to check out. Hello, little cow. How's it going?
Hey, Cal.
What have I done? Animal, please start breathing. Oh God, please breathe. Okay, make believe is over. Oh God. Oh, and Annie to me if she finds out. No one can ever know. I have to hide the body, but where I think imagination. The one time I really need you. Click. Hello, Ralph. I want to play a game.
No.
Rip. Oh, poor. Damn. Savage. Okay, some of the stuff you know he's just leaving around to get under your skin. This is obviously another ploy in his relentless siege of one-upsmanship to get your goat. The same goat you've been waiting to bleep like ironically, but that will still have to wait for a more appropriate time. You think he knows that deep down you feel you're still not ironic enough to get stuff like this, and this is probably some weird gauntlet he's throwing down to see if you will get it. But honestly, you think this material is just a little too ironic. You just don't need to see this shit right now. Going to the kitchen with Dinah. No sign of bro in here either. Well, aside from the absurd quantity of awesome, dangerous stuff he leaves lying around.
A lot of
Jesus Christ! Oh, hey, is that Hello Jeff?
Yes.
Yeah. Transfer katana to strive specialist. Math. With an escalating sense of threat, you think it's time you shift your katana to your specialist. You figure it's better to free up the card anyway, since you might need to grab some of this stuff. Set blender to mix. You guess bro stuck some fake blood capsules in that puppet. Pretty gross. I'd like to play a game. You know, there's a lot of things in this world that I don't like. That is one of them. I don't like that. I don't like it. You spot one of your bro's many webcams nearby, recording the incident. It seems you may have just been an unwitting accessory to some sort of grisly puppet snuff film. You're not totally sure how you feel about that. Okay, now we're referencing a bunch of Saw stuff. Catalog Buster Sword from behind microwave.
Whoa.
Shink! Yeah, take that, Jigsaw. You sawed off Jigsaw. Catalog Buster.
Yeah.
This might be the only thing in the whole apartment that's a bigger piece of shit than your own sword. You put it back behind the microwave where it belongs. Set blender to crush ice. It's just sort of bouncing around in here. You're making a bit of a mess now. Hide evidence in microwave. See, like, his hobbies are cool and all, and you guess he's got to put his shit somewhere, but what if he just wanted to heat up a burrito or something? This kitchen is pretty much useless. Grab those fireworks. Yes, a child with fireworks. Sounds good.
Yep.
I mean, how old are they anyway?
Well, John just turned 13 today. Well, when the comic is taking place. The other three characters that have been mentioned so far are around the same age, but they are, in a sense, like a couple months older than him.
Gotcha. Still, a child. Yes. Child with fireworks. Not a bad idea at all. You catalog all the fireworks the sink has to offer. You just know these are going to come in handy. Why would they be in the sink if they weren't? Looks like one of them is still stuck in the garbage disposal. Don't do it. Please. For the love of God. Don't do it. Catalog shurikens. Shurikens. We got the shurikens, and hey, careful where you're putting stuff. Especially if you're looking to turn your Citadex into a powder keg full of sharp things. Oh, dear. You put the box of fireworks back into card 5 and prepare to start... Oh, or card 3, apparently. That settles that, you guess. Take nunchaku. You take the nunchaku, once again grabbing without thinking ahead. First, you capture the box, again, while adeptly avoiding the shuriken trap, which you yourself set only moments ago.
Dodge.
Dude, dodge. Yeah. You
Cool
again
dude
round up all
over
the
here.
fireworks. Time to regroup here. Huh?
I said cool dude over here.
Oh. Nope, no one chatting yet. Capture log each shuriken individually. You got each shuriken one at a time, knocking out the nunchaku, but no worries, you've got a plan. Capture log nunchucks. Everything seems to be in order now. It would have been badass to go with the authentic Japanese names for each weapon, but sometimes you just gotta compromise with this modus. Examine fetch modus. You flip over your fetch modus and check out the back. You're not really sure where it is you're keeping this thing. Oh well, who cares? Press eject button. Oh hell no, not after all that trouble you went through to get that stuff situated. This is potentially a very dangerous button. It's the red detonate button. Change the Scrabble points hash modus. Okay, whatever that modus is. Changing hash function will eject a Citadex, are you sure? First, you program your modus with a Scrabble points hash function, adding it to the list. A equals 1, B, okay. Math.
A bunch of modus shit. Dear
This might
Lord.
be a cool function to use, but it looks like you'll have to empty your Silodex to select it. You're just not going to do that yet. No way. Check the box, detect collisions.
There's one to your left. You're dead.
Okay.
Suck.
Take the skateboard. And just what is this guy so happy about? What's he looking up at over there? Or what's he looking at up there? You think if you see one more soft bulbous bottom being like kind of jutting out in imputing or whatever, you're gonna fly off the handle. Oh. Oh dear. Oh.
Nose.
Nose. You take the skateboard. Actually, no, you don't. A collision has been detected. You take the wheeled up ride. Man, the inventory is not nomenclature. It's getting lamer by the minute. Catalog the unplugged power cord. Take the power cord. Wait, no, it's not going to work. Think of a new word for power cord. You take the battery pack. Damn it, you take the battery. You take the battery pack using the Y as a consonant. Your Silodex reluctantly accepts. It's a tactic notoriously. What just yeeted out? Oh, whatever. Something. Oh, the nose just yeeted away. It's a tactic notoriously employed by hash map noobs, but you just don't care about that now. Besides, it's not like your bro is around to see. We're almost at page 600, boys. Oh,
Hey.
up.
Okay.
Hello. Search for some mad snacks, yo. Oh, it was just little cow again. You never stay mad at him. Anyway, you've got to get this way rude hunger under control. You figure you ought to scope the fridge for some grub. This hunger is so ill-mannered it would make a room full of snooty dowaggers commit mass suicide.
I don't know.
Okay. Open refrigerator.
No.
Oh God, more shit. That's just a
Oh
death
gosh.
trap. That's just okay. Oh God, more shitty swords. Of course, you knew these were in here. You're not even sure why you looked. If you want to keep any food or beverages in this apartment, you've pretty much got no choice but to hide stuff away in your closet. Take swords. The hell with it. You try to take the entire jumble of unbelievably shitty swords and bathe yourself for. Looks like that works, actually. You capture the jumble of unbelievably shitty swords. Use ice maker. It's still howling around here. You spend several cherry bombs.
That's not ice.
Wait, who's that looking at you in your reflection? Where'd the little dude scamper off to do this time? Capture cherry bombs. The cherry bombs. Unsuccessfully. After mulling it over a bit, you take the red spherical salutes. Okay.
Yes.
Take blender. Blender is a pretty simple word. You can already tell that's not going to work. So you take the whirling blade pitcher. That's really a much better name for it anyway, you think. Activate garbage disposal. That's a horrible idea. But okay. Oh. Stuff down Mr. Purple Guy into garbage disposal. He's still not sure what he's happy about or what he's looking at up there. Goodbye, friend. While you're at it, you dump the contents of the blender, whirling blade pitcher into the disposal. But you suffer an unfortunate garbage disposal head jam. You notice something in the reflection, something above you. Look up. Hello, Dave. Cool.
Damn it, Jigsaw!
It's the hatch to the crawl space above your apartment. Bro's always tucking away in there when he's busting out his rad stealth stunts. He's so slick that dangling cord never even jostles. You just know he's being ironic with these weird mind games. There's no way anyone could be serious about aping those shitty movies. Use the turntables and cinder blocks to make a fort. Okay.
Hey.
Congrats, you've made a fort. That's a pretty sweet fort you just made, and you're pretty sure your brother would agree. Under different circumstances, you might be high-fiving over it right now. But rather than get inside and take her for a spin, you really just need to use it to get up to that hatch. Yank cord. It is time to face your destiny. No going back now.
Oh, Lord.
Oh. That's what happened.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Goodbye. See, I was very confused when he first mentioned it, but now I understand.
Yeah, because remember his, like, when it comes to his actual point of view, it's like an hour, or like, not even an hour, like sometime in the future compared to Rose and John's point of view.
Yeah. Yeah, there was pretty much no way there wasn't going to be a bunch of puppets in there. And this is the same.
Yeah, this is the same conversation that we skipped before and we're skipping again.
Read the note on the hatch. Bro, roof, now. Breen Cal. We're doing it, Mom. We're making this happen. Burst out of the puppet pile like the one. Yeah!
Yeah!
Be the other guy. You are now the...
This is true, he is the other guy.
I mean, you are now the other guy. Sure. Take towels and sheets from bed and make a tent. This is so much fun. A huge waste of time, yes, but so much fun. Carve a totem of the punched pogo card. Okay. You put the punched card containing the pogo right into the slot and carve a totem from one of the crookside towels. Progress with other... Okay, cool. More of this shit. You use the card containing the code for the hammer, as well as the one with the random code you punched over the shaving cream card for the hell of it. You either expect the totem for the cards. Do the same thing with capital L card. You make a totem for the capital L card. Pretty bare bones looking totem if you ask you. I don't care. Go ahead. Hello?
Oops, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I was looking at something.
Gotcha.
Rose, collect totems.
Collect totems. There's actually some pretty sick totems.
Still the totems in your Athenium? I believe I'm pronouncing that correct.
Probably.
Produce capture log card.
Alright.
Hey!
Oh, hey.
We got more! The alchemitor requires a type of grist to produce one card. You decide to use shale since it seems less generally useful than build grist as of now. You make a whole bunch of them.
Arrow. Whoa, did you just make all these?
Oh, sorry, I might have cut out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sweet, thanks. What did you do with all the blue wobbly vase looking things?
Brought the totems out to the alchemiter to test them. I'm taking some things into my own hands to save some time.
Okay. Arrow. You create a hammer at the expense... Is that... that's probably me. You create a hammer at the expense of 2 units of build grist. Arrow. You make a pogo ride too. -5 build, 1 shale. Arrow. You use the totem...
What the hell?
Oh, I see. You use the totem carved with the random code. You create a rocket pack? With some random crap stuck inside it. It looks like a cinder block, a violin, and a flower pot. The items have rendered the device completely inoperable. Arrow. You figure you might as well put this piece of junk to use. Collect cards. Woo. Using a little strategy, first you grab the Harry Anderson's Wise Guy by Mike Kavanagh, then the cards, then your ejected PDA, then the book again to flush the cards into your deck. Nice going. That's a lot of cards.
You're gonna have a lot of shit now.
Turn on Detect Collisions. You flip your fetch mode eye, but find no such option. This is idiotic. Read book. Be the wise guy. Harry Anderson, wise guy, from the street to the screen. Lots of words. Look at all those words. Look at his hat. That's a nice hat.
It is a good hat.
He has a great hat. Look at that. Look at that. What is that? Is that a... That's not a saxophone. That's a clarinet?
It looks like a clarinet, yeah.
Might be a clarinet. Probably a clarinet. Or something like that.
Man after my own heart. Yay.
Oh. You never really understood what Kavanagh's relation to Anderson was, or why he wrote this book about him. His ambivalent attitude towards your favorite musician in these anecdotes always struck you as a little weird, and to be honest, you tend not to read too much of the text in the book. You most like to look at the diagram for all the cool tricks. A hole in the ace. Oh my. Oh yeah, that's right. The old hole in the ace trick. Interestingly enough, pertaining to punching holes in cards and making them disappear and stuff. Your hands were never really strong enough to make this one work all that well either, but actually, this gives you an idea. Arrow. Oh, my. You overlap 2 of the punched cards. They mask each other's hold patterns. Put both cards in totem lathe. You carve another totem using the new combined hold pattern. Take it to the alchemimeter. Oh man, looks like Rose made like 1,000,000 hammers for some reason. Get all this shit out of the way. You're about to make something sweet. Arrow. Dear God, I love it. I want that. I want it. Can I have that, please? It's something that like wouldn't even do that much damage because it's like a bouncy hammer, so I could just go through and like boot people on the noses, just bonk, and it wouldn't even hurt.
You should see the next panel.
Oh boy, what's the next panel? You got the pogo hammer.
Oh yeah.
I want it. Practice with new weapon. Boing, 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 boing.
Yeah.
Oh, the imp looks very traumatized. All right, more pistol log.
All right. What did you do?
I combined the cards in the lathe thingy and made this. It is so sweet, man. Look at me go.
Oh, I see. That was a really good idea, John. Nice work.
Thanks. I got the idea from Harry Anderson.
Who?
You know the show Night Court?
No.
Oh. Well, bottom line is, he's awesome. That's really all there is to say on the matter.
That's it.
Attack the nearest imp to test Pogo Hammer's strength. Oh, is it gonna be that imp? Yeah, it's gonna be. Yay! Goodbye! You get a vicious, rhythmic, bouncing combo going and easily slay the imp in one blow. You and the Pogo Rider catapulted sky high in the process. Arrow.
Lord.
Oh. So you gotta get a double kill? Oh my. Oh. I mean, yeah, just not in the way I expected, I guess. I mean, that's one way to do it. Arrow. Oh. Damn. Rose is on top of it.
There she is.
Safe. Sweet catch. Arrow. So. Is it just so?
What is that?
What is what? Oh, there's something down here. You know what? That's quite a good question. Yeah, no, let's find out, shall we?
Totally friendly. Oh no. There's another.
There is another. Oh boy.
Rose, Pester John.
Hey, that was pretty, nice.
Sweet catch.
Safe. Oh, yeah, that. This is pretty comfy. Why don't you just, like, carry the bed around with me on it, up to the gate up there?
I can't interact with you directly, or anything that you are touching, if it will result in moving you. See?
Oh, lame.
Game probably regards that as kind of cheating. In a way, thieving you of your free will as an adventurer and the need to advance by your own skill and ingenuity. The server player is just the facilitator.
Oh, okay. All that scurrying around kind of wore me out. I think I'm going to rest here for a bit. Rose, can you keep the imps at bay? Like, drop some stuff on them if they sneak too close?
No, you should pick up your hammer and defend yourself.
Well, come on!
I have no idea what the hell Dave is up to, any closer to recovering the game. There's some stuff I'd like to try, in case he doesn't come through.
Oh, alright. I'm just gonna rest my eyes here a second, though. Sound. Jaw.
Sound!
Sleep. Oh, a video. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. Z.
Sleepy boy.
He is a slep.
Rose, check alchemy exorcist.
Exorcist. Oh boy.
Oh dear.
What page?
Looks like a. What?
What page does Act 2 end on again?
It's like 100 pages from now.
Okay. How long have you been streaming? 47
Probably
minutes.
like-
We can do this. We can do this.
Yeah,
Act
we
2.
can do this. We're getting there. The slow part went faster than I expected, so we're doing pretty good.
But mostly because I like just meandered through half of it.
Understood. And we've skipped like an occasional conversation, but that's totally fine because no. All right. Okay. Looks like a sort of index documenting all the known results for punch card alchemy combinations. This could be a convenient resource as you start to stumble on more useful card combinations. But ever since John started punching cards, you have been contemplating other ways this item manufacturing system could be put to use. In particular, if you obtain the code of any item at your disposal, you think you could theoretically send the code to John and he could make it himself? That is, if you can think of anything that would be worth sending to him. Spurb server CD.
Spurb.
Smart. Spurb.
Oh. Hey, Rose, that's a lot of fire back there.
It's fine. You eject the disk and capture log the server CD. Message John the captcha code. Oh, god damn it. Rip.
Arrow.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. That's a problem.
Arrow.
Arrow.
Oh no. Arrow
Arrow.
again?
Facepalm. Double combo. John,
Sound.
wake up. Sound. Let's see what this is.
Ooh, pretty.
Who's that?
What's that?
Who is that?
Hmm.
Who is that?
Woo.
I must know.
Ah.
Oh, hello, Imp. How's it going? He's very scared. Or just evil. I can't tell. Oh, hey, Gigi. That's a lot of text. Oh, boy.
Oh boy. We got this. Actually, I'm gonna quick. All right.
Hey,
Whoa, there you are.
how's your adventure going, John?
It's okay. I'm making some progress, and Rose finally connected again, so she is helping me now.
That's good.
Oh, but, like, I don't think I'm actually saving the world here. I don't know what I'm really accomplishing, but I guess it's not that.
Well, I think whatever it is, it must be pretty important. Don't lose hope, John. I think it'll be the best if you stay positive. Just there's advice.
Yeah, you're probably right. But, I don't think I mentioned Nana to you, did I?
Oh, I don't know. Didn't you?
I don't know. Maybe you talked to Rose or Dave about it or something.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
Very sketchy. They're really weird when they talk to me about you. Like, they're always trying to convince me that you have some spooky powers, but I'm always like, no, she seems like a pretty regular girl to me. But then when I think back, maybe there are times when it seems like you know some things. Like, maybe you know more about a thing than you are telling me? I don't know.
Well, John, I want to explain lots of things to you. Some things that I know I'm just waiting.
Waiting for what?
Oh, John, I forgot I was messaging you about the meat house.
Oh yeah, whatever happened with that?
Oh boy. Well, it turns out I was confused about it. Really confused. See, I guess I fell asleep for a while and That happens.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Maybe you should, like, wear an alarm clock or something. So, what was the deal with the meteor?
Well, it's hard to explain, but I know what it is now. Now I know everything's going to be okay.
So, what is it? Or is this another thing you're waiting to tell me?
Oh gosh, John, I really want to tell you all this stuff, but I can't yet. I really think you need to wake up first.
Huh?
Oh, okay, not literally. Well, okay, maybe kind of literally.
Ah, stop being so confusing!
Lol. Anyway, it's time for you to go. Oh, John, I think you have some company. Heart.
You're so weird. Okay. Sure. Quickly grab the pogo hammer. Hammer kind. Hell yeah. It's hammer time. You stick the pogo hammer back in your strife specimen and get ready to kill some more of those pesky little... Huh? What's that? Oh dear. Oh,
Oh no.
arrow. Oh. I like that. Rose, why aren't you dropping something on that thing? Oh no. Be the imp.
Be the
You be the imp and quickly abscond the fuck out of there. This is what weaker adversaries do whenever things get too hot to handle, which is frequently. Prepare for a boss battle. You stop being the imp because that was stupid, and scurry over to your magic chest that you suddenly remembered was on the roof. There are some things in here that would be good to stock up for a major battle, but it looks like someone has plundered your chest. This is outrageous. Yeah. 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 Arrow.
What the? Oh no.
Yeah. Alright. Okay. That's whatever it is. It's big.
It's big.
Arrow. You are being ambushed. There isn't much room to maneuver on this sloping roof. Maybe you should consider making your way to higher ground.
Run, John.
Ascend to the highest point of the house. You go up here. Look down. You peek over the edge.
Oh my Lord.
Wrong edge, John. Arrow. Whatever you're thinking is not a good idea. It already seems like a long way down to your yard, but not even to speak of whatever's below. Hey, weren't your trick handcuffs dangling from that bench earlier? Damn it, why did Imps gotta be making off with all your sweet gear? Turn around. Oh.
Hi, crude ogres. Yay.
Hello, friends. You're confronted with a pair of enormous foes. This is it. You have no choice but to wage a fierce rooftop battle. This is totally going to happen now and could in no way conceivably be interrupted by a sudden shift in our attention. It's go time. It's time to do this thing. We're doing it, man. We're making this happen. Stop being the other guy.
Back to Dave.
Ah! You stop being the other guy. You're not even sure what that meant anyway. Sound. Dave, ascend to the highest point of the building.
I know what this one is. Ah,
All right, let's see
yay.
it. I must go now. Psych. Oh, hello.
Hey.
Double psych out combo. Oh, hello. Oh.
Oh boy.
Wait, but who was the other? The hell was that?
You won't find out just yet.
Fine then. You are now the wayward vagabond. Okay. Oh, hey, this is page 666.
Yep.
I mean, it makes kind of sense.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Introducing a new
Maybe.
character that is at least the demon of my existence.
Hey, at least he's not shouting anymore.
Yeah, now he's normal. Retreat. Got him already.
Retrieve arms.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Examine rotten pumpkin. What pumpkin? Check the little red bar. Okay, finally, something that actually exists. It appears to be a gauge for a large power cell, perhaps fueled by some type of nuclear reaction. If this is the case, it is relatively low on fuel, but who knows how long it has been running here. You do not care about this sort of nonsense, and you will disregard it at once. You are very hungry. Capture log can of gravy. Let's see what your capture log BS is. Capture log, you have no idea what that means. Thank you! Finally! It's total nonsense, and you do not know what to make of it. You will not give the foolish notion of a second thought. Pick up a can of gravy. Just pick it up. You just pick it up. You are now holding the can of gravy. Use sharp teeth to poke a hole in the lid of the can. Your teeth are useless for the task. They are blunt like that of livestock, presumably suitable for mashing up plant matter and not for puncturing metal. Attempt to open can with your weak, pathetic digits. Your weak, pathetic digits are not strong enough to penetrate the can. Your fingers are certainly pointy enough, and your black carapace, sure, is suitably rigid. But you just don't have enough muscle for the task. Take the can labeled beans.
Beans.
Okay, you take that too. Examine can of custard. This can clearly reads mustard, a fact of which you are perfectly well aware. It is sort of cumbersome holding all these cans at once. You doubt you can hold many more of these. Maybe one or two. You need to find something to put stuff in if you want to carry a lot of things around. Examine marking on wrist. You drop all the cans and take a look at your wrist. Arrow. It is a sort of specialized barcode pattern. This brings back unpleasant memories, and you prefer not to dwell on it. I'm assuming that's not an actual barcode, because it's very uniform. Probably not. Examine the small potted plant. What plant?
Burp.
Check book on human etiquette. It appears half the pages of this book have been eaten. I wonder who did that. The daunting volume is considerably lighter than it once was. Arrow. You are somewhat skeptical about the nutritional value contained by these pages. However, of the practical wisdom they contain, there can be little doubt. You have learned so much. Clear out all the cans inside the purple machine. You empty the peculiar cabinet and take a quick inventory of your canned goods. You have beans, mustard, gravy, bread, shrimp, asparagus, cheese, rice, corn, peas, flour, chestnuts, mayo, ham, potatoes, and squash. Such bountiful plenty, and yet the delights taunt you from within their small metal prisons. Search the room for can opener. What can opener? You have already looked all over the place for a can opener, even making a few electronic inquiries about one, to no avail. Nothing else inside the purple thing either. Locate a nearby sharp object. You wield your trusty knife. It is actually you're not sure what they're called. It's an old rusted one of those red mailbox arm swing flappy doodads. Either for letting you know there is mail in the box, or maybe for alerting the mailman to outgoing mail to be collected. You don't know, really. You've wrapped a little piece of cloth around it for the grip. It is useless for opening cans. Be the imp. This means nothing to you. You're not an imp. You have no idea what an imp is, and you will not entertain such frivolous and childish ideas ever again. You feel stupid and hate yourself a little for even considering it. Become the mayor of Cantown. As the glorious founder and mayor of Cantown, you erect a dignified, majestic city hall out of cans, fittingly capped off with a tome of good manners for the roof. You have given yourself a very official and important-looking mayoral sash. out of old cables to complete your look of authority. A number of rather civic-minded citizen cans gather in front of the building to offer adulation to their fair and magnanimous leader. All is well. Magnanimous. Okay, that's the word.
It's the mayor.
He is the mayor of Cantown, my favorite
He
town.
is.
Arrow.
Yes, indeed.
You immerse yourself in this beautiful dream as you whittle away the minutes, or perhaps hours. You love the idea of being a mayor. You love everything about mayors and the concept of an orderly civil democracy. It all seems so manly and reasonable to you. Everyone is friendly and happy, and the city runs like clockwork. The foundation of the government is based on mutual respect between the leader and its people. It is also built on having a really great mayor that everyone loves, who is totally amazing and heroic and brave. Arrow. Mayors are so much better than kings. You hate kings and you think kings are really stupid. They are petty, bossy tyrants and are really full of themselves and are basically awful in every way. God, do you hate kings. Explore west of Cantown. Over here is the other side of the room. There's another one of those purple storage boxes and some useless objects scattered on the floor. Use glowing green rock to open cans. Oh shit, it's kryptonite. You pick up the nugget of uranium and oh, it's uranium. Oh, that was so stupid. Why would you do that? Examine box of crowns. It's chalk, numbnuts. Okay,
Get it
thanks,
right.
I guess. Arrow. Inside the box, there are 12 pieces of chalk in every color of the 10 pieces of chalk in most colors of the rainbow. You are excited by this. Try to open the storage box. It's locked. There must be some sort of release mechanism for this thing. Examine contents of the yellow container. It looks like gas. The container is full of more motor oil. Close enough.
Close.
This does not seem useful to you right now. Rescue that poor lightning bug. It's a lightning bug! That's the most beautiful lightning bug I've ever seen. There is nothing you can do for this new little friend. Attempting to crush the amber encasing the firefly would likely cause it harm. It nevertheless bravely flashes on. You find its light alluring, inspiring. To you it seems as if it could quite easily serve as the light of. Also, side note, the term lightning bug haunts me dearly. Because of this old Where the Wild Things Are game based on the movie.
Oh.
And one of the most annoying creatures that you had to fight in that game was, they were called lightning bugs.
Oh.
And I fucking hated those things.
That does sound annoying.
Okay. The light of democracy. Yes! Use the chalk to draw some roads. You sketch a handsome network of sprawling thoroughfares for your citizens to traverse. The adoring population applauds its mayor's keen instincts for city planning. You even add some lush vegetation to your city with a piece of blue chalk because you can't seem to find a more suitable color for some reason. Because the green chalk is missing. Lay a chalk foundation for Cantown's civic growth. A checkerboard. Great. Or a chessboard. It could be either. You develop westward, settling those fertile plains and claiming them for your city. You section off a number of residential and commercial zones for civic growth, arranged in the only logical pattern that occurs to you. You color the residential zones with your piece of white chalk, but for some reason none of the colors in the box strike you as suitable for the commercial zones. Perhaps there is an alternative. Use your own piss for the commercial zones. Sounds like a great fucking idea. You cannot
No.
urinate because you have not had anything to drink in quite some time. You are very thirsty. Although that is a really terrible idea, and you would not consider befouling your wonderful city in that way for even a moment. Use motor oil to designate commercial zones. You fill each empty square with a bit of motor oil to complete the zoning. It looks rather striking to you. You can hardly imagine that an up-and-coming young can trying to make it in the world would not be delighted to live in your fair district. You are very careful not to get any of the unpleasant fluid on your person. Peel label from can of mayo and affix to sash. Survey surroundings in search of more terrain for city.
Oh, he had it in R. Oh.
It seems you have run out of territory for your western expansion, but there is still a lot of empty wall space. Perhaps your citizens would be happy with a colorful backdrop that would make them feel more at home. Arrow. Using most of your imagination, an entire piece of sky blue chalk, you render a bright and cheerful sky full of clouds. You have decided that very closely orbiting your city is a luminous planet, about which orbits a single moon. You switch to another shade of blue and continue rendering on the western wall. Arrow. Oh. Orbiting much further from your city are 4 planets. None of these have satellites. You have decided, yes, that makes sense, you think. Arrow. And on the And on the southern wall, beyond an impenetrable veil of darkness, occupying the further orbit yet, there is an ominous planet. A moon circles this one too. Check that rampaging boy on the screen. Oh yeah, it's that guy. You had almost forgotten about him and his confusing shenanigans. It seems like he has things well in hand at the moment. He does not appear to need your help, and you have already concluded that he cannot help you, at least for the time being. Turn on the other 3 screens. You have no idea how to turn these on. There is no mouse for this weird quadra-monitored computer. It can only be operated through text commands from its keyboard. Perhaps there is a special key or command which will allow you to switch to other monitors. Press tab. Yeah. Is that it? Okay. Arrow.
Oh,
Hey, look.
it's tab.
It's more cans.
And more cans, yes.
Oh.
What is this?
It's me. Wait, no, it's Eli and Bangs.
Yes.
Consume several cans. Grrr. You free the heavenly brown elixir from the drools of pink carapace, sure, and imbibe like the wind. It is so sweet and sugary, you wonder how much sugar can fit in one can. Whatever mighty wizard concocted this potion is truly deserving of your fear and respect. Welcome the rest of the city. The tabs are naturalized as loyal new citizens of Cantown. All cans are welcome and equal in your city, regardless of can content and whether empty or full. It's not like emptying a can kills or anything. They're just cans, after all. Hit escape. Feeling refreshed and heavenly caffeinated, you go back to work on the big computer. You hit escape, which seems to minimize the action window thingy, and reveals a history of all the commands you've entered. Do the pot vegetable instead. Looks delicious, don't fail about in a distracting manner. That's a lot of commands. Okay. You use the arrow key to scroll up a bit. You can't believe how much you've already typed into this stupid contraption. What a waste of time. Arrow. You scroll all the way up to your first command. Looks like there are more commands above it. Maybe someone is entering commands in this thing before you. There aren't many more. At the top of this list appears to be the very first command. Type arrow switch 2. Hello, Mr. Wizard. Whatever his name is. You activate screen.
I forget.
You activate screen 2. The signal is garbled, and you have no idea what you're looking at. Some sort of filthy beggar pleading for help. Is it Leia? It's probably Leia. No one is around, and nothing is happening. You seem to be locked out of any sort of interaction with whatever's happening on this matter. Type switch 3. And, Dave appears to be fighting whatever that is. No! Cal! No! It's another one of these rapscallions. This monitor is locked too. You can't tell him what to do. Not that you really want to, since it just looks like more confusing nonsense to you. You consider switching to screen 4, but decide against it. Come on! You have a feeling that whatever is there would just confuse you even more, and you don't even really care all that much anyway. Type home. All 4 screens activate. Together they display a countdown, starting at 4 hours and 13 minutes. What kind of what kind of Gravity Falls shit is this? Type reboot. You can't. Nothing is working anymore. The timer seems to have disabled the keyboard. Be the mayor. Enough of this nonsense. You're an important mayor, and this absurd construction has wasted enough of your time. You've got a city to govern with a carapaced fist. Which is to say firm, yet polished and supple as the situation demands. Anyway, this will help you kill some time while you wait for that clock to count down. Create employment opportunities for the citizen cans. Look, it's chess. Or checkers. No, that's chess.
Yeah, it's chess.
You temporarily dismantle City Hall to free up all the can power available to create a vigilant town militia. You divide them into 2 groups, marking them with distinct teams and ranks using the piece of white chalk and the motor oil. You then organize them in phalanx across the countryside, preparing for a stiff training regimen. When you are through with them, your forces will be a well-oiled machine. Chalk another one up to bold leadership. Lead your men to victory. Sound. Video. Yeah, it's just chess.
Just chess.
Yeet. You waste more than 4 hours on this tomfoolery.
Yeah.
Checkmate. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Is that like 4 minutes or like something 4 minutes?
That was 4 minutes, yeah.
Oh dear. More on the loss of Citizen Tab. No! Your caffeinated jittering must have agitated all the little bubbles curiously hidden in the liquid, creating too much pressure in the can. You speculate this is why it exploded as you nervously eye the timer. You are starting to wonder what will happen when it reaches 0. Maybe it will be best not to be near it when this happens. Minutes in the future. Though perhaps not as few as implied by circumstance.
I call this one. I call this one.
Okay. A paragraph. Okay.
A peregrine mendicant trudges. Well, no, not trundles. My bad. Precious cargo beneath the gleam of the celestially ominous. And Link takes to more photos.
Hello. Go outside and get some sun. You say a bittersweet goodbye to your beloved city. It is time to move on to greener pastures, by which of course you mean an arid, sandy wasteland upon which nothing green has grown in years. Arrow. The door shuts behind you. A panel on the door becomes illuminated. As you ponder over the marks on the panel, you hear another mechanical sound overhead. Arrow. Okay. Arrow. The LCD panel appears to have a touchscreen interface. Curiously prod the funny-looking spirograph. It appears the funny-looking spirograph room is locked. Okay. The floor rotates a full 360 degrees beneath you, while the surrounding wall seems to stay put. Select the triangly fractal. The triangly fractal room does not appear to be locked. Arrow. The floor turns 120 degrees and the door opens. You go through the door to find another room. It's the same size as the other one you just waited all the time in, while a clock was ticking down to something which may or may not be your doom. Maybe there is something in here that will help you escape. Against the wall there is another perplexing contraption. Arrow. Against the opposite wall is some sort of control panel which catches your eye. It has 2 large screens, but only one appears to be active. There are fields for numbers in which appear to be modifiable with the dials to the right. Some numbers are already supplied by default, perhaps entered by the previous user. There are a few buttons below, the largest one bearing the symbol marking this room. Also, it looks like there was a meter stick propped up there for some reason. Attach your trusty knife to the meter stick. Oh god, it's freaking what's his name from Epithet Erased. It's Giovanni. with the bat with a knife taped to the end of it.
Yeah.
You immediately craft a measuring spear through possibly the most advanced form of alchemy employed thus far. This is obviously the most important thing to do first. Obviously. Arrow. Or it would obviously be the most important thing to do if you had remembered to bring your trusty knife. You feel so insecure without your trusty knife. It makes you want to slit your wrists. Okay, that's kind of dark.
Okay.
Cool. Or at the very least, flog your carapace with some sort of measuring apparatus. Look at the other wall. You examine the perplexing contraption across the room. You, of course, have no idea what it could possibly do. You adopt the only obvious course of action, which is to poke and prod it with your handy ruler. You are quite sure this is what science is all about. Press the triangle pattern. You go back to the control panel, which probably obviously controls that gizmo, and you push the big blue button, which is obviously probably the most obvious thing to push. Arrow. You purify a pumpkin. Great! Examine pumpkin. It seems this mysterious gold was transported, purified, from a specific time and location somewhere on this planet you are on. You wonder if the machine, a purifier, will take any object that exists at whatever time and location you supply. There is a symbol carved on the pumpkin. You don't know what it means, and you doubt it will ever prove to be relevant in any way. Devour pumpkin. Nom. You consider dining on the ripe flesh of the plump vegetable, but your curiosity about the purifier gets the better of you. You try to sneak a nibble from the pumpkin nonetheless. Inspect green buttons. You first examine the attractive green button. The icon for the one on the left is the house shape you've seen plenty of times before. The right one, on closer inspection, appears to be the map for this underground facility, with an X marking its center. Press green button on the right. You push the button. All of the numbers change. Perhaps these are the coordinates for the location of the center of this facility, along with the local date and time. If this is the case, it would make a useful reference point for your current bearings. Fiddle with the dials. One way to find out would be to attempt to purify something from this facility. It should be easy to zero in on a location relative to the center because you have an uncanny knack for tracking precise distances you have already traversed, in whatever units you choose. Your handy ruler gives you a good clue to the basic unit of human measurement. You will go with that. Purify your trusty knife. You nudge the coordinates very slightly and bump up the elevation by 0.5 human measurement units. You make sure to keep the time approximately what it was to begin with. You purify your trusty knife. Purify Cantown. Oof. You nudge the numbers a bit more and purify a bunch of cans. This is so much more efficient than walking back to the other room to get them. You are to believe that time is at a premium after all. Purify the pumpkin. Does this machine look like a purifier to you? Honestly, the idea that a purifier could both purify and purify things is laughably ridiculous. You would wish someone would purify your brain or purify it with the brain that is more smart and less dumb. Okay. I'm sorry. Use trusty knife to carve spook schema in pumpkin. What the hell are you talking about? That idea makes no sense at all and is basically meaningless. Try using that mushy stuff in your gourd next time. Instead, you just carve off the top, exposing a decadent cache of gorgeous seed-laden ambrosia. Needless to say, you consume all of it rather quickly, but it turns out to be too gross for us to watch. Move spirograph switch. You cannot move it. It has a spirograph-shaped indentation and possibly will require a special kind of key to turn it. Purify firefly out of the amber. Oh, hey. It's safe. Arrow. You purify your blinking new friend. You will give her a name when something suitably whimsical occurs to you. Adjust time dial to purify rotten pumpkin. The past. You and Serenity consider new ways to waste more time with the purifier. You are assuming she is a girl firefly, even though you are not really sure that fireflies can even be girls. You target the extremely tasty rotten pumpkin that was sitting in the other room hours ago. Arrow. It seems the purifier cannot purify something if it will create a time paradox. A gelatinous ghost pumpkin purifies and quickly dissolves into a pile of unappetizing sludge. Purify the grate over the entrance to the facility. Serenity blinks a message of urgency. You nearly forget that, while trapped in amber, she was witness to all your tomfoolery and dilly-dallying in the other room, and knows the timer is about to expire. It is time to get the show on the road and escape. You reset the coordinates with the right green button again, and this time only adjust the elevation by approximately 10 human measurement units. Arrow. Sound. Hasten to the exit post-haste. Okay.
We're so close.
Putting everything in the pumpkin.
Yep.
Hurry up!
Oop, my bad.
Uh-oh. Sigh? Question mark?
Question mark?
Okay. Oh wait. Unpsych. You attempt the rare and highly dangerous 5x cliffhanger combo and fail. We are doing it, man. We are making this happen. Ascend.
Oh god, where's John?
That's pretty epic.
Yeah. No! Ah!
So a lot of stuff just happened.
Yeah,
That was a lot of stuff.
a lot of stuff.
Arrow. And back
We did it!
to. How long was that? Oh, only an hour 23. Not counting,
Hey.
not counting like the 20 minutes I spent fiddling with the audio.
Eh.
So, took about what 3? So about hour and a half each. So about 1.5, 3, 4.5 hours to get through all of it.
Yeah.
Something like that. All of
Sounds
Act
about
2
right.
anyway. And then Act 3 I hear is gonna be. Actually no, Act 3 isn't gonna be as bad. Act 5 is the bad one.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna quickly look at this one, because, yeah, Act 3 is shorter than Act 2.
But longer than Act 1, which I expected.
It is longer than Act 1, but not by too much. After that, I will say there's like a little intermission thing before it goes to Act 4, which that one's really short, but
Gotcha.
it's really fun.
I'm excited.
Act 4, yeah.
I would love to continue, but it's past 10, which means it's time to start quieting down.
Yes.
Otherwise, I would actually. This is a good time to end it anyway.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
This is
Yep.
definitely the start of a journey.
Yeah. Act 3 is
Which-
gonna get fun, though.
I'm assuming getting through the first 2 acts is like 1/5 through like all of it.
Yeah. 5th might be a little smaller, but yeah.
Coolio. Well, I mean, there are 7 acts, aren't there?
Yes. Technically, yes.
The 7th act is really short, right?
It's like 3 pages because it's like mostly video animation stuff.
Gotcha. And then
Because that's
act,
when Homestuck gets a budget.
4th act is slow as well, right?
4th act,
Or like
it's
short.
around the same. It's around similar length as Act 2.
Okay, so not too horrible.
Not too bad.
So Act 3 will be longer than Act 1, but not as long as this.
Yeah, so probably like 2, maybe 3 streams to get through it,
I think
depending on
we could
how
probably,
long.
we could probably do it in 2. I was absolutely just like getting through with freaking WV, just like, let's go.
Yeah.
We can do it.
Oh yeah,
Get to the end.
Act 5 is oof. That's a big one.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but that's Act 5. We're just about to start Act 3.
I am looking forward to Act 3 after that, though. Like, It seems like things are about to start getting, real.
Yeah.
Hopefully less of a bunch of like captcha log and like grist and all that technical stuff, and more just.
Things are gonna get better when it comes to that, because
Okay, I'm glad.
like, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but we're gonna be meeting a certain character finally soon.
Ah, finally. The character.
Finally, yes.
I'm assuming it's the character I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It's the missing 4th character that like. I know who
Yep.
it is. It's
You know who it is,
it's
but
it's
yes,
it's
it is
Gigi.
her.
It's Jade.
It's Gigi. Yeah.
It's Jade. Which
Best girl.
yes. Until whenever you say is not.
Act 5. Around
Yeah.
there, I'd say.
Well, still.
Possibly. But that's just in my opinion.
That might not
you
change. That
will
might,
think
that
of
might
characters
not
differently.
change. That might not change my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You might still think that Jade may be best girl, but who knows? We haven't even gotten to her yet.
It's gonna be a bit. Next, it won't be too
Yeah.
long before Act 5. By this point.
Yeah, it won't be too long. It's like 2 acts, which may take like a couple of streams, plus the intermission that'll be in like one stream.
Yeah.
Like I've mentioned before, it's like in 2 parts,
Yeah.
which Like, you
Hmm.
could say it makes things easier, but it's weird. That's when things also start to go off the rails much further.
After this, I might. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing stuff on Twitch more, just because Twitch is a lot more streamer friendly in terms of like.
Yeah.
I don't know. That just seems to be where everyone goes for streams, or
Yeah.
Mixer, but I don't get involved with that argument.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, I think that'll be it for this stream. We got through Act 2.
Yes.
It took a bit, but you know, that was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
I like so far. WV is my favorite character.
Yeah. I knew you would like.
I like him.
Yeah. And we got a little teaser into Peregrine Mendicant.
WV,
PM.
WV, and then Dave.
Yes.
Dave Strider, I believe his name is.
Yep, that's his name.
Which
Don't work it out.
I've heard a lot about him.
Yeah.
Don't look it up. Don't look it up.
Hmm?
Should I look it up?
Look up what? Sorry, I.
Listen to her.
You said don't look it up. I thought.
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Oh. Okay. I must be just. I think wearing these headphones for the past like 2 hours is getting to me. But anyway, thank you all for joining and watching. This has been the end of Act 2. And Act 2 has been entirely like blind for me, basically.
Yeah.
Like I've never read anything past Act 1, and even then I hardly remembered anything from Act 1. Welcome whoever the fourth viewer is. We're done.
Yep.
We finished. That happened last stream. Oh, they're gone. Okay, well, I guess that solves that then. All right. Well, anyway, yeah. Thank you all for joining, and I hope to see you for the next time we do we start off with Act 3. I don't know when that will be. I think the next couple of weeks will probably be pretty packed.
Yeah.
I mean, Wednesday and Thursday seems to be the best days for
True.
them. We'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Thank you all for watching, and we will see y'all next time. Peace out.
Goodbye.